Ciao friends and welcome to Simple Italian Cooking. My name is Liz and I'm so glad you're here today because we're going to be talking about how to make some delicious garlic mashed potatoes. So this recipe started, I was inspired many years ago when eating out with my husband and we ordered garlic mashed potatoes and they were so garlicky, they were terrible. And I said, there's got to be a better way. So we did find that better way and I'm sharing that recipe with you. Super easy, you're gonna love it. So let's go over the ingredients. Okay, the first thing we have is about 2 pounds of Yukon potatoes. So you can use red potatoes, you can use white potatoes, whatever is your favorite potato for mashed potatoes, go ahead and use. And I have them cut into about 1-inch squares. And the big thing is you just want to make sure that they're kind of cut as evenly as possible. That way they cook as evenly. I am heating up some water here that I am bringing to a boil. We're going to be using 3 tablespoons of butter. And we're going to be using a 1/2 cup of Romano cheese. Now, I know not everybody has Romano cheese. Of course, that's my favorite. It has like such a great flavor, nice and strong. So that's what I like to use here. If you're using Parmesan, go ahead and use that. I'm using grated. And so if you're using Parmesan, maybe add a little bit more if you just want a little bit more of that flavor because Parmesan is not as strong and potent as Romano. All right, and then we have 1/3 cup of milk that we'll be using. We have 2 fresh garlic cloves. So you notice that I am not using garlic powder. I want to stay away from that and use the fresh garlic. I just find it has a different flavor and it just gives a little bit more, I don't know, life to the mashed potatoes. You may think differently and want to use garlic powder. You can go ahead and do that, but I do find it does make a difference. So I like 2 cloves and I don't go above that. And then also we're going to be using some cracked black pepper. This is optional and you don't have to use black pepper, but I will probably be adding that in at the end. So okay, my water is just about coming to a rolling boil. So the first step we're going to do is we're just going to add our potatoes into the water and let that cook until they are nice and soft, and you can pierce it with the fork. So if you like Italian food and you like Italian recipes, and of course when they're easy and delicious, then go ahead and make sure to subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification button as well so that you get notified when we come out with new videos. And give the video a like if you like garlic mashed potatoes or if you're just curious about it. Okay, so the potatoes are ready. They are very soft when I put my fork through it, but they're not waterlogged. And I just want to show you, I use this, it's a pasta strainer. I use it in my different videos, but you can use it also for potatoes. Anytime you have a lot and it's kind of heavy, and it'll keep the potatoes from falling out. So we're just going to drain them, and I want to make sure I get all that water out. Okay, now you can see that I have our KitchenAid out. You do not have to use a KitchenAid. I have made these mashed potatoes using a hand mixer. I've done it just mashing them. I like to use the KitchenAid today. I'm just in the mood for really creamy mashed potatoes. I do think that when doing the garlic mashed potatoes, because you want to really have that garlic and cheese incorporated throughout, I think it's also a safer bet to use a mixer or a hand mixer, but that's totally up to you. So I'm gonna go ahead and dump these in, and you'll notice that we're using the whisk attachment because I want to incorporate some air in there. I really want these light. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add in the cheese. Just dump that right in there. Obviously the butter we add next. Now, about the garlic. So the garlic, we are going to actually use a mincer because we want the garlic to be very, very small. We want it incorporated evenly throughout, so I don't want to have anybody taking a bite of the mashed potatoes and getting this big piece of garlic. So again, if you want to have it even more subtle, you're not a huge fan of garlic, but you just want a hint, I would just go with 1 clove if you're a little shy. Otherwise, I would go with 2. I remember the first time I experimented with making garlic mashed potatoes from home after that terrible restaurant experience, and it was so good. I promised that I would never order garlic mashed potatoes at a restaurant again, and sure enough I didn't, because once you know you can make it better at home than eating out, it's really hard to choose that item on the menu. Okay, and I'm just going to add a dash of a black pepper, not a lot, because you can always add more of that on your own individual serving. And I'm going to go ahead and add the milk. And this is one of those things where keep some extra milk on hand, because I tell you, every time we make mashed potatoes, I don't know if it's just the type of potatoes, maybe because we change it up sometimes. Sometimes it seems like we use more milk, sometimes we use less. So you want to keep some on hand, so if you need to add some more, if it seems a little dry, so you get the consistency that you want. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on just kind of low to get it started. And turn it up a little bit. And I'm just going to let that run for a little while until it gets well incorporated, and I'll use my spatula to shove it down. Okay, so it's been about 5 or 6 minutes that I went ahead and just let this run. I think the bowl I was using is a little too big, and so I had to keep scraping it off of the side. So anyway, let's go ahead and unplug the KitchenAid. And I have a really wonderful consistency here, and I'm just going to go ahead and scoop out some, and we'll do a taste test. I have to tell you, it smells absolutely delicious, and it smells very garlicky. I think those were some strong garlic cloves, but when you have the garlic along with the cheese, that's really the secret to have really, in my opinion, really good garlic mashed potatoes, is to add that Italian cheese in there, because it really, boy, does it bring it to life. Okay. Smells so good. Mmm. Mmm. Nice and creamy. That is delicious. I can taste the garlic for sure. But I can also taste that, taste the milk, I mean the cheese. It's delicious. Yeah, I'm glad I put in that black pepper. Really nice. But if you're not sure if your guests or your company will like it, then you might want to just have it off to the side. So this dish will go great with really any type of meat dish. It'll go great for Thanksgiving, with festive Christmas dishes, whether you're serving chicken or whether you're doing beef or pork or whatever it may be. Such a wonderful, easy recipe. Yeah, it can't get any easier. So anyway, I hope that you really enjoyed this recipe. If you'd like to get more of these recipes delivered actually straight to your inbox, make sure to check the link below. Sign up for our newsletter, and I got some free ebooks down below too that you can sign up for as well. Well, friends, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Grazie e ciao.